So I'm going to call this meeting to order. This would be Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020, the Silver City Planning and Zoning Commission. I will be acting as the chairperson for this meeting today. And I think the first thing in order is to Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Could I have an approval of the existing agenda?
Roll call.
Oh, we're going to do a roll call. Oh, sorry, missed a roll call. Okay. Let's have a roll call.
Commissioner Seibel? Commissioner Costello?
Present.
Commissioner Sandor?
Present.
Commissioner Wheaton-Smith?
Present. Present.
Okay. May I have an approval for the agenda?
I'll move to approve the agenda for the March 3rd meeting.
And seconded.
Okay. And approval for the minutes?
I move to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, January the 7th.
And I will second that. I don't know how official we need to do. We need to do a vote on approvals? So sorry, just point of order. I don't know if you even have to say that, but so we should approve the agenda, move to approve, and then vote really quick on the approval of the agenda.
Yeah.
And then move on to the approval of the minutes and a vote on that.
Yeah, that doesn't need a roll call.
Right.
So,
Sorry, also. So you just need to call for a vote on the
Okay, so I'm calling for a vote.
on the
Approval of the agenda.
correct. Yeah.
All right.
minutes.
I'm sorry. Yes, the
For
minutes.
the minutes.
Oh, it's for the minutes. Okay. All right. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, there's no negative, so they are approved. There seems to be no old business. So the new business at hand is how should we? Okay, so we're just going to state it. There's a request for a map amendment, zone change for a rural district to an open space district for the tracts of land described as published. And that is the only item on our agenda for tonight. So we're open for discussion, I think. Are we not? We have to ask for testimony. Is there anyone who would like to be testifying during this meeting? If you'd like to, you'd have to come up and have an oath given to you. Does anyone like to testify? Nope. Okay. If you do, you'll have to take an oath. So, I guess we have no one, there's no testimony? You will be testifying, okay. So, the oath is I
Priscilla Arredondo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that the testimony I am about to give
that the testimony I'm about to give
will be the truth,
will be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth
and nothing but the truth,
on penalty of perjury.
on penalty of perjury.
Okay. Okay, so,
The applicant
yeah.
to make that case.
So, Priscilla, will you be
Yes,
making the case for this particular application?
yes.
All righty.
This is ZC 20-01, Boston Hill. The applicant is the town of Silver City. It's an amendment to the official zoning map from rural zoning district to open space district. On September 26, 2019, Grant County donated 14.858 acre tract of land on Boston Hill to the town of Silver City. This request will add this property to the other town-owned tracts that were zoned open space in May of 2019. The other small sliver of land to the south is also being included. It was not included last year due to the lack of information of ownership. After further research by Z3 planners, it is in fact owned by the town of Silver City. On November 6, 2019, the town received 9.508 acres of land in the form of a donation from Rebecca Smith, Janie Katz, and Susie Calhoun. In the addendum to the donation agreement, it states that the donated land be forever zoned as open space within the Boston Hill Open Spaces District, in accordance with the Town of Silver City's Ordinance Number 1279, adopted in May 28, 2019. Section 3.1.12 of the Land Use Code of 2010 states that the open space district is intended to preserve and enhance public open space. Purposes served by such lands include recreational uses such as hiking and bicycling, preservation of scenic vistas, preservation of sensitive lands, protection of natural vegetation, wildlife and landforms, and protection of natural areas for such natural processes as flooding to occur without damaging development. The Town of Silver City Comprehensive Plan of 2017 states that the town should coordinate land use and community design goals with the goals of other planning elements such as housing, community design, transportation, and economic development. The town's development regulations should reflect this integrated approach to planning, ensuring all new development has a beneficial influence on the quality of life to improve future opportunities for the community. The zoning map should be updated to reflect all categories and current uses. After a departmental review of the application, the Code Enforcement, Utilities, Fire, Police, Public Works, Engineering, and Meters Division had no comment. As required by Section 6.2.11 of the Land Use Code of 2010, the applicant and the Community Development Department contacted the 108 property owners as identified by Grant County tax rolls within 300 feet of the affected area by mail and the proposed zone change. Joe Hutto came into the office to voice his support for the request. Nicholas Zadnik came in for a closer look at the property that's next to his house. He had no objections. Also, Mrs. Ullery called and wanted to know what open space meant. She also had no issues. Here is a map of the three pieces. And here is them with the zoning map underlaid. So,
Priscilla, in that zoning map, the green would be the open space and the gold, is that
no,
private?
the green is rural and the brownish colored is open space.
Oh, okay.
When the Planning and Zoning Commission makes its recommendation to the Town Council and when the Town Council makes the final decision, they shall at a minimum make at least one of the following findings. The proposed amendment is in substantial compliance with the town's comprehensive plan. The proposed amendment will not adversely affect the implementation of the goals and policies of the town comprehensive plan. The proposed amendment is justified in order to correct a mistake in the town's comprehensive plan, an error in the assumptions about the property surrounding uses, population forecasts, rate of land consumption, or other factors. The proposed amendment will not adversely impact the public health, safety, or general welfare and will promote the original purposes of the Land Use Code. The proposed amendment responds to change conditions such as changes in assumption, capital investments, road locations, popular trends, land committed to development, density use, or further studies that have been completed since adoption of the Land Use Code. The proposed amendment is necessary in order to respond to state and or federal legislation, and the proposed amendment provides additional flexibility in meeting the objections of the Land Use Code without lowering the standards of the Land Use Code. It is the opinion of the Community Development Department that the zone change meets the following findings. The proposed amendment is in substantial compliance with the town's comprehensive plan. The zoning map should be updated to reflect all categories and current uses. The proposed amendment will not adversely affect the implementation of the goals and policies of the town's comprehensive plan. The town should coordinate land use and community design goals with the goals of other planning elements such as housing, community design, transportation, and economic development. The proposed amendment will not adversely impact the public health, safety, or general welfare and will promote the original purposes of the Land Use Code. The proposed change will stay aligned with the particular purposes of the Land Use Code, specifically Purpose 1.2.5, which states to encourage a more efficient use of land and public services and to reflect changes in technology of land development. The proposed amendment provides additional flexibility in meeting the objections of the Land Use Code without lowering the standards of the Land Use Code. By adding more property to the open space district, we are preserving and enhancing this public open space.
Thank you, Priscilla. Is there any discussion on any of the points that have been presented by staff?
None from me.
No, I'm fine.
I also don't have any questions. I think it was pretty well put together and clear as to what your recommendations are.
Is there anyone that wants to speak for and against?
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for or against this zoning change? Nope. Okay. Then, is there any discussion on the findings that was presented by staff?
No, I'm ready to make a motion to, so in this case, we're approving, just so everybody in the audience knows, we don't make the final decision on this. We would make a motion to approve, or our motion is for the town council to approve the zoning change. We don't have that authority. And so I'm going to make a motion that we recommend this zoning change for approval by town council on items 1, 2, 4, and 7.
Do I have a second on that motion?
I second the motion for zone change 20-01 as stated.
Okay, the motion carries. So we move on to other items?
Do a roll call vote.
Oh, a roll call vote, okay. Those in favor, say
So we're doing a roll call, just as procedure, it's a roll call for this, so Priscilla will call the roll.
Okay.
Commissioner Costello,
Aye.
Commissioner Sandor,
Aye.
Commissioner Wheaton-Smith,
Aye.
All right. So we move on to any other business?
to new business.
So we have an election, I guess, and I would like to propose that we re-elect Commissioner Siebel as the chair.
Seconded, definitely.
Okay, we have a second. Will this require a roll call also, Priscilla?
No,
No?
you could just.
Okay. And now we're looking for a vice chair.
I think you're doing a great job as your first meeting as vice chair, Laszlo. I would respectfully nominate you to take on the duty as vice chair for the
Seconded.
year.
Okay. We're ripping through this business pretty good. Do we have anything with the community forum for tonight, Priscilla?
No, there's no community forum. Once we get down, you can ask for community input if anyone has that, or reports from staff. We don't have any reports.
Okay. Are any of the commissioners have any reports to
Negative.
present?
Nothing to report from my end.
Okay. So, is there any community input regarding any items of this meeting? No. Okay. Well then,
I move to adjourn.
I will second that motion.
today's meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission is adjourned.